You guys. Hi! What the hell? What is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalia. If this is your first time here. If this is your first time, then you have no idea why I'm so excited. If it's not, then you kind of know. First of all, your girl has been on a YouTube hiatus for way too long. And I know that I promised you guys the last time I left that would be the last time. However, life... That was a lot of spit. Life hit me in the knees. And I've been so unbelievably busy, you guys. So unbelievably busy. It's been like crazy. So I'm gonna do, this video is not gonna really be like anything crazy. No Halloween looks just yet. I really wanted this video to be like a get ready with me, an update, a life update, an apartment update. Oh, I see you. I'm so excited. So I just realized that I filmed all of this, started talking to you guys, got pumped, got psyched, got stoked, and your girl ain't got no brows on. So I'm gonna jump off camera really quick because we all know brows, they're boring, they're tired, they're old now. We're not gonna talk about them. So give me a sec. I'm gonna hop off camera really quick. I'm gonna put those on and then I'm gonna be back and we're gonna jump into some eyeshadow. I'm using this. It's so beautiful. I can't look at it. Look at it again. Smells good. I've had it already for about a week and I haven't used it yet because I was still using volume 2 and volume 1. So today I figured fall vibes. It's cold AF outside. Why does my phone keep going off? Okay, seriously? Oh, wow. Isis, take a chill pill. Oh, it's cold outside. Yesterday it was 97. Today, I mean 87. I keep saying 97. 87. Today, it's 57. Thanks, climate change. No, but really, that's a real issue, and if you don't believe it, fuck you. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna jump off camera really quick. I'm gonna do my brows, and then I'll be back. So, give me a sec. Alright, you guys, I'm back. Brows painted, looking snatched. So I'm going to just go ahead and start with my eyes. I'm going to use the ABH eyeshadow primer just to get started. You guys obviously don't need a toot on this. Look at this palette, you guys. Honestly, like, I thought I loved volume number 1, but I honestly think that this might actually be my favorite of the 3. I'm using the shade C2 right now and a Morphe M507. Tap off the excess. So first of all, before we, you know, really get shit poppin', let's talk makeup real quick. You guys, can we just take a moment to discuss the launches that ABH has done lately? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was overwhelmed. And I mean, like, of course, no one was telling me, like, oh, you have to buy every single... No, I don't. Like, I will admit, I bought Jackie Aina's palette. I brought all 3 Norvina palettes. I brought their foundation and their setting powder, which I'm gonna use today. And then I brought the launches that, like, came out earlier this year. So I got the loose highlighters, the dewy set, the primer, like the Alyssa Edwards, the Riviera. Like, I did get all those. But then, like, as the fall kept like fast approaching, the releases just kept getting, I was like, sis, I can't control this. I can't handle this. Like, honestly, like, y'all think I'm rich? Because I'm not. I act like it sometimes, but I'm definitely not. But yeah, so like I chilled on a few things. Like, I got some of the loose glitters. I didn't get all of them. Like, I definitely wanted to get my hands on that foundation. Like, I was like, boom, I gotta try it. I use the foundation sticks every day to contour. Like, those are my ride or die contour sticks. And I know, like, plenty of other people have released contour sticks, but the, like, creaminess and the fluidity of the ABH ones just really they just do it for me. So, you know, but honestly, Norvina said, I'm going to work, and I'm going to work to snatch wigs, snap necks, break backs, and just go ham sandwich. So I feel like that's what she did. One thing I will say is, despite how many things came out, like how many launches how many launches they pushed in like such a short time frame, the quality has still been top motherfucking notch. Yeah, like I was not disappointed in anything. I wasn't. Like, I like, honestly, I'm trying to think, like, if there was one thing that I got that I wasn't pleased with. Like, and I'm talking all the way down to the body shimmer. Like, the oil. That oil held your girl down this summer. It was a hot girl summer indeed. Indeed. Hold on. Wine check. But, yeah, you know, ABH got a lot of my money this year. We're not even going to fake the funk, honestly. Like, we're not. So let's move on to the topic of where the F I've been, because I'm sure that's what you really want to know. I mean, I know you care. A little. So, work this summer was out of control. Out of control. And if you guys don't know, I work at a restaurant in, like, one of the most popular, like, neighborhoods. Like, just a popular neighborhood in meatpacking. We're a fairly well-known restaurant, like, among, like, celebrities and stuff. And so, it's, like, a trendy spot. If you're into it, come on down, stop on by. You know, but, like, for some reason this summer, like, normally when summer rolls around, we approach, like, a little bit of a lull, like a slow season, because a lot of, like, native New Yorkers are out of town and just, you know, living their best life. They're in the Hamptons. They're on vacation. Like, everyone's just out living their best life. And that's normally what I do also in the summertime, but not this summer. So, this summer, like I said, work was just, chow. We were busy, busy, busy. And because I work at a restaurant, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't like working 5 days a week. Like, I don't. And I don't have to. Like, I can like make a sustainable living and, you know, survive on like 4 days a week or even 3 days a week, depending on like my lifestyle. I typically lean towards 4, and then anything more than that, I'm like, fuck my life. It's just simply because my job in particular is so grueling on the body. Like, I feel like, you know, anyone who works like on their feet or with their hands or anything that's like really like aggressive and like body pounding, like I leave work sometimes and like if I sit down, I stand back up and I'm like, wow, I want to fall on the floor because my legs hurt that bad. But this summer, all summer long, I worked a solid 5 shifts a week, like literally 10 to 12 hour shifts, just running around, sweltering hot, because for some reason the ACs in my job just, they're great if you're sitting. Like, if you're sitting down and you're just enjoying your dinner, it's fine. But, like, the minute you're running around, it's like, great, that's fine. I'll sweat to death. Anyway, sorry, I totally just realized I, like, lost my train of thought, and then I was, like, in the mix of, like, picking out a color to put here. Now I don't really know if I like this one. Oh, well. But, yeah, like, I end up running around like a crazy person at work and all day, and so then by the time, like, I'm off, all I want to do is go out and either get batshit wasted, or I just want to go home and like not talk to anybody. I want to lay in my bed with my dog and I want to watch Friends. Like, that's literally all I want to do. And so I was like trying to keep myself happy all summer long and like entertained, and so I was going out and I was trying to stay busy, and then I was working, and then like I just couldn't find a happy balance to develop a film schedule. And I know that that sounds like an excuse, but I swear to you, like, I literally was like, yo, I don't know what to do. And because I was like falling into like a lull, like literally falling into like a depression, because it was like I'm literally always working. Like, I don't necessarily consider this work, but when I'm on IG and all my friends are at the fucking beach all summer long and like at the bar and at Six Flags and just having a grand old time, I'm just sitting here like, wow, my life sucks. So I was trying to find a really happy medium. So that was in the beginning of the summer. And then basically by July, I started a really big project for myself. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen it. I'm moving, not that far, literally not that far. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys have seen it being renovated. It is so beautiful. Like, it's coming along so nicely. Probably either the next video after this or the video after that is gonna be you guys here seeing it, getting a full update. Like, I'm basically designing a home, and it's an apartment. It's not a home, like an entire house, but I am basically getting to do it 100% from start to finish. Like, we ripped down every wall, tore out every window, like everything. Like, it's gonna be great, and I'm really excited. It's expensive, really, and that's probably the least exciting part. But at the same time, you know, I'm gaining a lot out of it, so that's that. I'm actually, like I said, I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Like, so excited. I'm gonna pop a little bit more on there with my finger. The reason that I was really like doing it more so on my IG than here, was mainly because it's such a long process. Like, they're not even halfway done, and it's the first week of October, and it started the first week of July. So they're not even close to being finished. And if I'm like updating you guys on that progress so aggressively here, it looks like you're looking at nothing. Like, literally at one point it was a room full of beams, like support beams. There were no walls, there were no floors. Like, literally it was just support beams in the entire room. So that's basically why. But now that the walls are back up, I do have footage from before, so you guys are able to see what it looked like when there were no walls and when it was just support beams. And literally, you guys, they ripped everything out. Sorry, I'm trying to like clean my lash. They ripped everything out all the way to the brick. Like, part of the house is brick and then the other part is natural stone. They ripped everything out. Insulation, leave me alone. Everything was gone. And like, literally, like seriously, I'm not kidding. At one point I went down there and there was no floor. It was dirt. I was like, oh, so that's the pipe that runs the water to the toilet. Like, literally. So that has actually been the one thing that's been occupying most of my time, because if I'm not at work making sure I can pay for it, I am out looking and shopping for tile and paint and just like getting inspiration for doors and the kitchen cabinets and really like wallpaper stores and assessing all the things that I could need. Because like, it sounds like so much fun, but it's actually been quite a stressful process, because you like so much and it's really hard at this stage to really say, this is what I want. It's not like, you know, like you buy your couch, and I mean, like, of course it's not that easy, but you buy your couch, you don't like it, you get another one. This is probably the most basic look I could have ever come up with today. Oh well. I'm one lash Lucy. Anyway, so what I mean by that is like, it's easy to like replace material things. It's not easy to replace like construction construction. I don't really know what I'm trying to say there, but it's not easy to replace those more permanent things. So like when I was picking out my floor tiles for the bathroom and for the rest of the apartment, once that's done, like, it's okay, cool, I bought them, I don't like them, I take them back. But once it's done, do you know how much work has to go in if I hate it? Like, that's a lot of work to basically, like, and even if you're paying them, it's still a lot of work to ask someone to do, to change, if you don't like it because of your, like, you put a rush on it, or you didn't take enough time to really think about it, and like things like that. And so like those were all things that were like really coming to me when I was in Home Depot and when I was in Lowe's and when I was at local tile shops. And then like it was also a thing where it was like a numbers game where it's like, okay, I go to this store and I really like this tile, but this tile's $14.99 per square foot. Do you know how much $14.99 per square foot is? A lot. Okay? A lot. It's a lot of money to like spend on something that you could find something else similar for drastically less money and get the same, not the same, but you can get like a really similar result. And so like my grandma had to say to me like multiple, wow, I just called her my grandma, she's my nana. She had to say to me like multiple times, like, you're not gonna live here forever, like this is never, like you're gonna, like one day you're gonna own a home, one day, like, and I was like, wow, you know what, she's 100% correct. And so I had to like regroup and refocus and say to myself, okay, I like this style, what can I get for a price that's a little bit more reasonable that fits this style, this look that it is that I'm going for. By the way, if you guys are wondering, these are the Ardell Wispy lashes in the style, I think 113. Yes, 113, and I actually doubled them because they're a little bit thin for my liking. So yeah, but so like I gave myself one rule. If I absolutely loved something and it was too expensive, or like I found that the price was like a little bit more than what I would like ideally would like to spend on it, if it was something that I loved and I took the time, and when I say time, I mean like 2 weeks, like literally took the time to search in stores, online, like just on Pinterest, on Instagram, like just looking everywhere. If I couldn't find something that was like similar, that matched the aesthetic and the look that I was going for, then and only then was I able to splurge on the item. And you'd be surprised how often I found an alternative. And so that, I think, was a really big like learning curve for me. Like, I normally go to a store, I go shopping, I like something, I buy it. That's the end of the conversation, literally. Like, I'm like, boom, I like this, swipe, and that's that. But it's a lot different. It's way more different when you're buying for a home. Like, things for your house are not inexpensive. Like, furniture is not inexpensive. Tiles, paint, like sheetrock, like that shit ain't cheap. And so literally it's like I need to learn how to say no and when to say yes. And so that's been like a really important thing for me over this point in time, and like learning and figuring myself out and understanding myself and what I like. And you'd be surprised how many lessons I've learned just about myself and my mind and the way that I think in this like 3-month period. You know what I mean? Like, sounds crazy, but I swear to God. This is my problem. I don't know how to do my makeup and talk at the same time. So we're gonna move on to foundation. So one of the hardest things that I've realized too is like I'm always so used to just buying whatever I want whenever I want it. And like, yeah, I tend to think about it. Of course, I have like moments where I'm like, no, I don't need that. I can't, like, I don't want to spend the money on it, blah, 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 blah. Like, I need to be responsible, like things like that. But you guys have no idea how hard it's been, like, since we started the apartment, how hard it's been to not buy so many clothes. Like, all these launches that have happened, like all these little collabs, all the cute fall clothes and new styles that have been dropping, and my ass is over here looking like last fall. or last summer. I'm like, damn it. That it's been so hard, and I know it sounds like so petty and so like juvenile, whatever. But it's a fact. Like, it's true. It's real. The one thing that I did say that I would not jeopardize for this apartment was my travel. Like, I want to still travel next year, like, despite like all the things that I'm doing. So speaking of travel, I decided that I'm going back to Bali. If you guys know from my IG, or even like from some of the videos you guys have seen here, I am madly in love with Bali. Like, I left my heart in Bali. Like, it's that's where it is. It's where it lives. It's not in my chest anymore. It's like, bye, we gotta go. Yeah, like, I was so in love with Bali. I was so, like, in love with the people, the culture, the atmosphere. There were moments, like, there were days where we were driving through tiny villages. Like, I love, and I say this with a grain of salt, I love people who can live at the bare minimum. I think that is phenomenal. I'm not one of those people. I'm very honest about the fact that I'm not one of those people, but I wish that I was. I sometimes wish that I could, like, take a step back and just be grateful. I mean, I am, like, ah, damn, that's, like, I feel like I'm just saying this all wrong. Like, it's the small things. It's like really the small things in life, and like, we get so caught up in like money and jobs and appearance and, you know, wealth, and I said money, so that's wealth. And just like all the things that don't really matter. Like, at the end of the day, like, do you think your friends and your family are going to remember you because of how much money you had? No. Like, absolutely not. I mean, maybe if you did something for them and you like really helped them in a way that they're never going to forget it, yeah, maybe. But like, outside of that, no. Like, and I also just feel like we all need to just take a step back, and we all need to just, you know, immerse ourselves in other people's environments for a little while and really, truly see what other people are doing and the way other people are living, and that's the things that we take for granted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when was the last time you just got up and went to the park? Like, you know? And just sat down and like looked at some fucking birds. You know what I mean? Like, I know that sounds like, alright, yeah, I don't really want to do that, but you'd be surprised. Honey, go to Bali. Go to Bali and just sit out there. I was staring at monkeys for like 6 hours. My friend's like, okay, are you done? I'm like, no! Like, meanwhile, I go to the zoo here and I'm like, alright, yeah, it's the monkeys. And it's just like, I wish sometimes we could just forget about it all and just be, you know? So, yeah. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I also went out there. I partied my ass off. I spent, I'm gonna say, 8 hours at a beach club. I went swimming. I went skinny dipping. You know, I ordered smoothie bowls and smoothies and coffees with my names printed on it just for shits and giggles. Like, I wasn't even eating it. I wasn't drinking it. I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna order this, but I'm also gonna eat this. I'm ordering this for the photo and this to eat. And was it necessary? No, absolutely not. But I also like went to see a lot of waterfalls. Like, we even went to ones like we're like all the way North Bali, and like we're a little bit more secluded, and, you know, just like real like places that a lot of like regular tourists don't tend to go, which was really important to me. We did go to this other place where a lot of tourists do go, but we hiked down to this insane beach, and like the locals of that particular island are really strict about being like, listen, you're doing this at your own risk. If you bust your ass and fall down this shit and die, that's on you. Like, it has nothing to do with us. And it sounds crazy, but like, it also was just one of those things that was really important to me, because it felt like it made me feel a part of their life. Like, this is theirs, and they're choosing to share it with us, and it's totally like, it's totally one of those like enter at your own risk type situations, which like seems really scary, but you know, you either want to do it or you don't. The one thing I will say this time around is I want to definitely do more temples. We were like trying to do so much stuff, and like honestly we spent a lot of time at the villa, at both villas, because we were just like so happy there, and the staff was so great to us. They were so nice. So we found ourselves there a lot more than what we should have been, if I'm being completely honest. This is that ABH powder, by the way, if you guys don't have it. What you waiting for? But yeah, like, I definitely want to do more temples this time around. I want to even try, like, more local restaurants. Like, we were doing a lot of, like, we did a few local spots. Like, even, like, when we were, like, going to the other islands, we ate breakfast at, like, a warung. And they, like, only had traditional Balinese, like, breakfast food. Which is, like, nasi goreng or nasi mie goreng. Nasi goreng or mie goreng. I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember which one is which. But one is basically, like, noodles. And then the other one is rice. And that's, like, what they eat a lot for breakfast and stuff. So, anyway, moral of the story is I'm going back to Bali. If you've never been, you should definitely go. Because it is probably the best place I've ever been. And there are still plenty of other places I want to go. So my mind might change, like, you know, over time. But as of right now, it's the best place I've ever been. And I can't wait to go back. So what I am really excited about also that I wanted to share with you guys is the fact that I have taken a lot of steps, and I'm still taking a lot of steps to make sure this entire trip this time around is better filmed. It's vlogged, because you guys have no idea how much actual footage I have that you will never see, because it just doesn't live up to the quality that I was reaching for, but also because I wasn't properly prepared. So this time around, I've just been like really sitting down and thinking and brainstorming and like asking my friends to help and like all these things to really share with you guys my life, just outside of just travel, like even just at home, like just daily, and not necessarily daily, because I just do a lot of like, oh, I'm going to work. But I also do a lot at home too. So I want to really just be able to share those things with you. But right now, with the way things are set up and with my camera set up and just a lot, I don't have access to create the quality that I want. Can I create? Yes. Is it going to match what I want to put out? Like what my goal is to always put out? No. And I think that has been a really like discouraging factor with filming lately. It sucks and it's terrible, but it's just also just like the reality of the situation, as hard as it might be to have to actually admit that. I don't want to be putting out content just because. And I think even there is a point that you'll see like on my YouTube before that I was putting out content just because, and I don't want to do that anymore. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to you guys. Like, you know, like even if you're just at home, like doing nothing, laying on your fucking couch, just chilling, that's time that you could be spending doing something else. And if you're dedicating it to me and to the work that I'm putting in, I want to make sure that you're looking at quality work. And I think that has been a really big issue for me lately, is just quality. Like quality over quantity. And so I'd rather give nothing if everything that I'm gonna give is gonna be trash. And it may not be trash to you, but I'm looking at what other people are doing, and yeah, like some of these people have been in the game for way longer than I have, and some people haven't. You know, there's a million different like reasons for these things, but I like honestly, like that's just how I've been feeling, and I wanted to be honest with you guys about how I've been feeling so that you kind of understand where my head's been at. So, yeah. Alright guys, sorry, but in an effort to save us all a little bit of time, I just did my lips off camera just because I can't really talk while I'm doing them anyway. So I'll just tell you guys really quick the combo. I'm wearing the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Versatile Chestnut with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Lipsticks in Nude. And then I topped it off with the Kylie High Gloss in the shade Yes Girl. So that's my lip combo for the day. A little itch. But basically that just concludes this video. I just wanted to get ready with you guys and tell you guys what's been going on and where I've been, what's new. And so yeah, so obviously I'll see you guys again really soon. I already told you guys the full update. I'm so glad you guys checked this video out. If you guys have a little time, check out another one, like an older one, and I'll see you guys all really soon. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Well, that's already liking it. Duh. And leave a comment. I'll see you guys later.